our second stop on our trip was up to Cheaha State Park in northern Alabama. Now this state park is the highest point in Alabama, and to say that we had a few challenges along the way would be a bit of an understatement as far as the weather goes, and as far as having some mechanical issues. So first of all, when we were headed up there, you know, we knew it was real high up, knew it was the highest point in Alabama, so we kind of figured there'd be a climb to get there. The road getting in there is steep. The truck handled it fine, pulled the fifth wheel up fine, but it was a tough pull. The road is a lot of up and down, and it's not just a straight climb, it's a lot of climbing and then a lot of back downhill, and some of those grades are pretty steep. So it was extremely foggy up there. So as we got to the campsite, got backed in, and I noticed that one of my tires looked low on the trailer. So checked it and found out we only had 25 pounds of air pressure. So
not good. Not good, I know.
No, it's not good. When we pulled into the campsite, I noticed our tire looked low. So I checked the air pressure, 25 pounds. Thought maybe we could go take this thing into town tomorrow and get it fixed, but can't fix this. Picked up a little thorn that ran right through the sidewall of the tire. So I'm sure it's just barely punctured, but so even though this tire is still tread-wise in great shape, it's irrelevant. So we're supposed to have a lot of rain around tomorrow anyway, so I think we're gonna probably pull this thing off, tomorrow, and take a ride in and see what we can find in this area for a trailer tire to get it replaced. It's part of it. Just gotta handle it, move on.
But I've lived in an Ivy.
We're out here the next morning. What we're going to do is pull the spare tire down, and I'm going to take it into town. We're going to try to find a tire in town somewhere, but I'm going to have them switch the spare onto the good rim. That way we'll have at least 4 matching tires. You know, whatever I can find in town to pick up, you know, even if it's an inexpensive trailer tire, I'll have them mounted up there and we'll put it back up for the spare. But one thing that I'll tell you, Grand Design does a good job of making that spare tire easy to get down. You just run your rod right up in there, and there's like a hex tube that goes over, and it just you can just load that spare tire right down. I mean, they do a good job making it easy.
I think I broke my back. I see something.
Alright, so we drove into town, found a shop in town that had the same size tire. So I actually had them put the new tire on the spare rim, and we took our matching spare, put it on this rim, and we should be good to go. But it definitely made me realize that we need to get a tire pressure monitor system. for the fifth wheel. I mean, it would have been nice to have a heads up and knowing that, you know, that tire was going low, you know, while we were coming up the mountain. But so we're gonna get this all put back together, and disaster averted. So we got lucky, and we got it squared away. But as you can see, we didn't have anything else to do on this rainy day anyway, so might as well get the tire taken care of. The final thing we're going to do is take the torque wrench and torque all these lug nuts down to 110 pounds. That's what Grand Design recommends. So I've got a torque wrench to keep everything tight with the hitch in the bed. So I'm going to go ahead and torque these lug nuts down, put the spare tire back away, and we'll be back in business. It could have been a lot worse if we would have got stuck on the side of that mountain coming up, because there's a few pull-off places that you can get off the road, but they're really far apart, and would have been just a bad deal to have a flat on the way up that mountain. I found a tire shop there in town in Oxford, and they were great. They had 2 tires that were our size in stock, so I had them switch some tires around for me, and they got us out of there. And then we headed back up. Back up to the campground, where it was still foggy. So we pretty much lost a whole day of our trip because of having to take care of the tire situation. And then,
well, and it was raining that entire day too.
Yeah, it was also rainy.
Yeah, it was raining the whole day. So it was rainy, and it was foggy, and just a nasty day. Just nasty day.
Yeah, that
so,
did not help at all.
No, it didn't. So we got up on our last day there, and decided that as long as it wasn't raining, we were going for a hike. We've been in the fifth wheel pretty much the whole day, previous day, so we decided we were going to go on a hike. We did the Pulpit Rock hike. This was Dylan's first official hike to an actual destination. So we've done just some random hikes, but nothing with an actual destination in mind when we headed out. It's not far. It's only about 3/10 of a mile to get down to it.
But it was so high because there's so many rocks and it was super high to get down.
Rough terrain.
I was gonna slip, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of up and down, and it was wet, so there's a lot of elevation change on that hike. So even though it's distance-wise, it's not far. It was a little bit challenging, but he did it, handled it like a champ. And when we got down to Pulpit Rock, everybody talks about the view, but as foggy as it was, there was no view to be had.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything. We couldn't see like zero.
Yeah, you couldn't even see anything pretty much.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right, we made it down our first little section. Everybody's intact.
No, I'm not really intact.
You're doing good.
I'm having trouble getting down these steps there, or whatever you want to call it.
Follow Dad. You're almost there. Okay.
I don't see that mic.
How's that camelback working out for you?
Good.
Good deal.
Only thing I don't really like about the hike was when in those rocks. Those rocks were a bit difficult.
I don't know, Dylan. You think we're going to see a Bigfoot out here? You don't think we can find a Sasquatch out here, Dylan?
Bigfoot does not.
I mean, come on.
How many times have we?
You telling me that you couldn't imagine seeing a Sasquatch like right back over here? Like right over here? Just poking out and waving?
No, just the Bigfoot.
Poking out and waving? No? No Bigfoot? We'll see. All right, well, we made it to Pulpit Rock up here. We hiked this trail, and we made it to the end. It's not a hard hike, not a hard hike at all. As you can see, we don't get to have the benefit for this awesome view. That's our view. So we get to be stuck in the clouds. But the main thing is we're pretty much stuck in the fifth wheel all day yesterday because of the rain, just non-stop rain. So the rain's finally moved out, but unfortunately the low clouds have not quite moved out yet. So we're hoping that this afternoon some of these low clouds will move out, and there's another trail we're going to hike and see if we can get a better view while we're here. But it was nice to get out and stretch our legs. Dylan successfully completed his first hike all the way to the end. He made it.
And when I don't think you recalled when we first started, you said it was an easy hike, no problem.
It is an easy hike. You did great, dude.
Okay, the beginning was way too rocky.
Nice catch.
The beginning was way too rocky. I almost slipped about 20 times.
But you didn't. You made it though.
You did a great
You killed
job.
it.
We were so proud of
And
you.
you actually slipped once.
I did slip once. That's true. But you
We're
gotta
so
be
proud
careful.
of you.
And it's wet. You gotta be careful when it's wet. But
Yeah.
all right, so we're gonna turn around and hike it back to the truck and see if we can let this stuff move out of here, and maybe late this afternoon, this evening, we can get some footage of the view that we have from up here. But all right.
Don't even think about finding a Sasquatch.
I don't know. We're gonna look for a Sasquatch on the way back. I think we passed one on the way up here, but
No, you did not. Stop lying. You would have showed
we'll see.
us.
We'll see. We're gonna get some video of the Sasquatch maybe. We're gonna try for it.
Don't even think about finding a Sasquatch, David.
We'll see. Got out, got to stretch our legs. So after we got done with that hike, we came back to the trailer for a little bit, and it looked like that the clouds were going to burn off, the fog was going to burn off, and it was going to be a nice day. So we're out here, sitting out here at the campsite, and weather finally cleared out. I saw a little game trail. Looked like a little trail that maybe something used. Looked like a little trail something used to come up through here. There she is right there. Creeping in on us. Man, that's what we were hoping to see when we decided to book Cheaha State Park. You know, we know it's way up, pretty remote out in the mountains. And that's what we love about camping, out in these remote places. You know, the weather cleared out. Sky opened up, man. Bright, beautiful blue sky. I mean, this place is absolutely beautiful when the weather's nice. And that's what we were hoping would happen, is maybe the animals would get out and start roaming around a little bit. And first visitor of the day, beautiful little deer. So we decided to go on the hike down to Bald Rock, and that one was much better.
Yeah.
The clouds burned off. It was a nice, nice, beautiful blue sky day after that. And the neat part about that hike is there's actually a boardwalk that goes all the way out that you can take. So you can go off the boardwalk and take the regular trail, or you can stay on the boardwalk. Makes it a lot easier. It's ADA accessible, so that everybody has the opportunity to get out there and see the view from Bald Rock, and it was pretty amazing. Alright, so we come down this afternoon. The clouds have pretty much burned off. It's a beautiful afternoon at Cheaha State Park. So we come down, we're going to make the hike down to Bald Rock. This is a beautiful boardwalk they have set up. It'll take you all the way out there. So we're going to walk down to the end and see what we can see.
We can walk.
Yeah, you want to walk in the dirt?
Yeah. I prefer doing that in the boardwalk.
Well, we made it. This boardwalk is awesome. It is very, very well maintained. It's awesome they put this out here so that it's ADA accessible, and it can give everybody the opportunity to have you know, to have this view. I mean, that's a phenomenal view, and this is what we were hoping to see. We made that hike out to Pulpit Rock this morning. Fog kept that from happening, but made up for it this afternoon. Man, we couldn't be happier. Turned out to be a beautiful day, and just a fantastic view from up here, out here at the point of Bald Rock. That was the view we were hoping we would get at Pulpit Rock that morning. We didn't get it, so we made that hike down the boardwalk. And
the boardwalk was actually a little better because it was higher, so you could see a little bit more. Because it was a bit higher.
Yeah, and it was much easier walk, obviously, than going up and down through the woods to get it down like we had to do to get to Pulpit Rock. So for dinner that night, we decided to go to the Cliffside restaurant, which is there at the campground, and I don't know. We'll let Dylan talk about the restaurant. Dylan, what did you think about the restaurant?
Well, it had the positives and the negatives, of course. The positives were the food was really good. Well, one of the negatives was tiny menu.
They had a limited menu. They said they were waiting on a truck to come in, so they brought us out pretty much a piece of paper with like 4 things on it.
Yeah.
You could get, what, a hamburger?
A hamburger, which is what we all got.
Chicken strips.
Grilled cheese, and what else was there?
Pork chops.
Pork chops. Yeah, and then for the sides, there was a salad bar, mashed potatoes, and what else was it?
Salad bar, mashed potatoes.
Fried okra.
Supposed to be fried okra.
Fried okra. I'll talk about it.
Which I'm about some fried okra, so I was cool with the hamburger and fried okra.
I tried fried okra. So, while we were getting a salad bar,
the guy came out and
grilled vegetables instead of the fried okra.
Grilled vegetables instead of fried okra? Come on, man.
And
that's weak.
And who offers a hamburger without French fries?
I mean, I'm thinking they offer mashed potatoes, so maybe they could slice some of them potatoes up and maybe fry them.
I was a little disappointed that I couldn't get French fries with my hamburger.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have got today. They had deer antlers, chandeliers.
Oh, the deer! Yes, they had antler chandeliers. The decor and the feel of the place was great. The view was awesome. I mean, the place was, it was really clean. It looked like it should be.
The cheeseburger was amazing.
It looked like it should be really good, and the cheeseburger was actually really, really good.
For looking at
better,
small menus.
yeah, better than expected. We were the only ones in there eating, so. It's
well,
not
there was
really
a couple of people leaving.
Yeah, there's a few people leaving. It's not really their peak season, so, I guess it's kind of hard to stock a bunch of food when you don't have a lot of people coming there to eat. So, maybe in the busier season it would be.
Right.
Maybe in the busier season it would be better, but so it was a little underwhelming. It was kind of disappointing.
Bad.
We were looking forward to something a little more than that, but. Overall, it was fine. But the view from there was great.
They have an amazing pool with a beautiful view. Unfortunately, we didn't get the opportunity to use it. Just gorgeous.
So we could see some storms rolling in, so we decided we're going to hightail it back to the campsite before we got caught in the rain, because from up there where you're at, you can see for a long way, and those clouds were black. I mean, they were black, dark clouds, and we could start to hear some thunder. So
we decided to head back.
Yep. So we head back, and when we ride back to the fifth wheel, of course, there's no power.
Yes.
So,
and the rain wasn't even there yet.
Yeah, the rain hadn't even started yet. It was about 6:45, 7 o'clock. Power was out to the entire campground. So
Well,
luckily,
our loop, we don't know if the other loops had no power.
yeah, I don't know if the other, but our loop, our campground loop,
Yeah, we put
power
it
was
out.
out. So we, you know, luckily the weather up there was, temperature-wise, wasn't terrible.
It was actually kind of cold.
Yeah, it was cool. It felt good.
Yeah.
So we opened up some windows, try a little bit of fresh air in, you know, while it wasn't raining really, really hard.
We were at 4 in the morning.
Yes.
We had a beep, and then we like, wait a minute, what is that? And then we noticed power was back on.
Yes, power came back on at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Which
So
was pretty ridiculous. It was out for like 9-10 hours.
Dylan was not impressed with the power being out at all.
No, I was
Funny
not.
thing is, we just talked about earlier that day. We were just having a discussion about putting some more batteries in here and some solar setup on here so that we could, you know, be able to run a few things. Maybe do some boondocking in places where the weather's really nice and you don't need your air conditioner, and you know, we could definitely do that. But one little small Group 24 battery isn't enough to run, you know, your lights and your water pump and everything that you're going to need without having some extra there to back it up. So we're going to look into doing that. That definitely wanted to make us do it more. So we're definitely going to look into getting that solar system set up.
I remember one thing you guys forgot to talk about.
What did we forget?
You forgot to tell them about we found Bigfoot.
Found him. I told you there's a Sasquatch here.
It's not a real Sasquatch. Don't even think about trying to trick me.
That is a Bigfoot, Dylan.
I'm not immune to one blast.
No? So, do you still think there's no Bigfoot here?
No, I don't.
No?
think there is. It's a model of a Sasquatch.
Well, I
David.
think we're going to go take the Bigfoot trail and see if we can find one on the trail.
Oh my lord.
Ready to go on the Bigfoot Challenge trail?
That's guy.
That's right. I
For
told
the
Dylan we were
last-
going to find a Bigfoot. He did not believe me.
For the last time, it was a carving.
But was it a Bigfoot or not? Did I say I was going to find a live Bigfoot, or did I just say we're going to find a Bigfoot?
He said
What'd
a
I
live Bigfoot.
I did not say a live Bigfoot. I did not claim
He
that at all.
definitely
No,
did.
sir.
It
No,
was
sir.
a carving.
I said a couple times that if there is a Sasquatch out there, it definitely lives around Cheaha State Park, because that place is remote. On the nights when it was really, really foggy, took the dog out. You know, we took Nix outside to go to the bathroom at 10:30 at night, and it was just very, very foggy. You know, you couldn't
And it
see.
doesn't help it's dark.
Yeah, it was extremely dark. I mean, the fog, you couldn't see 20 feet in front of you. It was dead quiet. Just, I've never really been somewhere that it was so quiet. I mean, there weren't any crickets, bugs making noise, nothing. It was just complete eerie silence. So, and then our last night there, whenever it was a clear night, whenever the weather did finally clear out, you know, there was definitely more action as far as, you know, you could hear the crickets and you could hear some birds in the evening time and stuff like that. So,
But nevertheless, the views are definitely amazing.
oh yeah, the views were outstanding. Once
Oh,
the
and
fog burns off, so I don't know how often it gets that way there. If that's something that happens, you know, frequently, whenever there's storms that move through. I don't know if that fog or those really low clouds move in like that all the time. If they do, you would definitely want to, you know, plan your trip around some really nice weather so that you could, you know, so that you could see the, you know, the spectacular views that you get from being so high up and being just literally on at the highest spot in Alabama. So it's a place we'll probably go back and check out at some point, but we have a lot of other places we need to check out first.
Yeah.
So right now we're at Cloudland Canyon, so
Yep.
we will wrap this one up, and the next thing we'll bring you guys is Cloudland Canyon. We're loving it so far, so we're
Yep.
looking forward to getting some footage and bringing you guys a video of that. All right, that it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Catch you guys next time.